What? Jeez, what is this music? What's up there, boys? Oh, it's Robertoli. Roberto, you'd like this set from TBC? Jesus, music. Yeah, but it is kind of like, yeah, it's a. Also, what is he doing to the shower head? Whatever Savannah was talking about, she's wrong. Pressure, yeah. Okay. From what? No one's. I thought it was brand new. Sorry, boys. Is anyone on right now? No, I was saying, Savannah said that you adjust the type of water that comes out with the Allen can. I said no, you just turn the head.
Make the ground shake.
Dash.
Did I watch Alex trying to debate S-Spawn? Funniest thing you've ever seen? No. Bobby, link it. Like the, you probably can't link the full link, but just do the /watch and I'll watch it. That's gotta be pretty funny. It's been a while, thanks for the video. No problem, Rudy. Thanks for tuning in, boys. I know no one likes to watch freaking Legion content. Just trying to get some games on the Pumi. Can you give permission to link? No, do the, like here, for instance, if there's a, if you have a YouTube link, like this, just link this part, the /watch part. You can't link the full thing, just do the /watch part. Oh, whoa. I don't think I've ever seen that. One Walker Boomkin's gonna be kind of fun. I like playing Feral though. Feral's just really hard to play. Wow, he's 36 and 70. Oh my gosh, that's so bad. My freaking record on my monk was like, I think we almost won 100 and 0. I'll just look it up. Alex.
That's how we do it.
Is this a video?
I would love to debate Esfond on stream why he's leeching off of community members. I see Esfond in chat. If Esfond wants to come in Discord and explain why he's leeching off of every single community member, including members that are suffering from depression, I would love to hear his reasoning on why he leeches off of every single community member in the community. You know? Why is that allowed? Why is he also on a podcast with a known racist? Why?
Why he's on a podcast with the known racist? What?
Why is he also on a podcast with a known racist? Why is he on a podcast with a...
Who's the known... Is Chinglish the guy he's talking about? You got all butthurt after the first 2 minutes and muted him and told his mods to delete his message?
A known racist,
oh, boy.
You know? Especially as a man of color. Don't you think that's a bit hypocritical? Why is that? Why are you being so hypocritical? You know, as a man of color, why are you allowed to be on a podcast? Why are you on a podcast with a racist?
Why is this guy still streaming?
No. You're absolutely you're no, here. Here's the thing. You don't have any logic, first of all, because I know because you play Rep Paladin. You play Rep Paladin, so already you have.
I'm not watching this.
It is true. On your podcast, I'm really embarrassed. But I'm not surprised. You started calling us all sellouts, which is just.
I didn't want to say this in front of everyone, but the fact of the matter is this: Alex is. I'm not going to say that to Vanilla, and he's a chronic liar that tries to turn people against other content creators with lies. He goes and gets what he wants out of people, then dumps them. He's done it time and time again, and I'm personally sick of all the stuff that he said about stay safe, but especially tips in the last few weeks. It's completely unacceptable. He's doing what I told him. He's doing what I told him he should do back after the first DMCA where he started calling us all sellouts, etc. Which is
just talk about the game or play the games because you can't use private server footage. You're a fucking liar. You message defense. Explain why you defend a racist. Community member is 3 minutes. Not gonna get baited into this. You were the one that said you wanted to get into Discord. This is ridiculous. I'm spreading lies. I have all the evidence for you. You won't come in Discord. Why won't you debate me? Why not? You fucking coward. Sellout.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
How recent is this? Alright, I'm leaving this stupid group. Hold on. Hold on, let me find a... Jeez. Look at... He's so mad.
Hey, why not? You fucking coward. Sellout.
Gee. Oh my gosh. Jeez, dude. This guy's brutal. All because...
Sellout. Leech.
Who does he leech off of? I don't think Esfon's a leech.
Hypocrite. That's what you are. And we have all the evidence to show.
Do I like World Quest? Yeah, I like him. I liked World Quest the first time I did him. But after you do them multiple times, they started to get old. So, at the beginning of the expansion, just like everyone else, I did every single emissary quest probably every single week for about, I don't know, 2 or 3 months, but then I started to realize that a lot of them were repeats, so I stopped doing world quests. Lost interest. There's no need to either, because half the gear that drops anyway isn't really upgrade. Well, at least on this character it would be, but on like my other monk who's like 950 or something, it wouldn't be an upgrade. Hold on, let me find a group really quick. I want to try and play some threes on Boomkin. I don't know.
Oh, it? You won't even come on. Why won't you debate us? If you're so right, why won't you debate the channel? If you're so right...
Wait, what is this title, by the way?
And you come in my chat room and start shit, but you won't even come on Discord to debate? You're a fucking coward.
Oh my gosh, calm down, dude. Holy cow.
You're a saint.
I should make a compilation of this. Look at this. I already have I have a video that I roast Alex in, but I took it down a long time ago. Actually, if I go on Monkey News stream, I think there's Alex and Jewel. No videos were found. Hold on, it's the video's on unlisted. Actually, I really like this video that I made. Where is I don't think I made it that long ago. Here, I'll continue to watch a video.
You're a fucking coward. You're a sellout. You're a leech. And you're the true cancer of the vanilla community. You, my friend.
No.
You. You are the true cancer. You won't even debate me. You won't even come on and debate. Right now.
Does he eventually do?
Good. Okay, Esfon, explain to the community why you're on a podcast with a racist.
Well, it's not your community.
Okay, okay,
It's-
no, okay.
it's not the-
This is gonna be good. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be good. Well, I want to get an actual freaking group. Whatever. Oh, I can play Feral.
You
It's
ignored
your
the question.
viewership.
You ignored the question.
What?
You
Listen,
ignored the question.
listen,
No, no,
why-
no.
Look, I'm trying
You're
to have
gonna
a
answer the
conversation.
question. No.
Oh my gosh. This makes me so angry
No,
watching this.
no,
I'm not gonna come on here.
No,
I'm not gonna come
no,
on here
no,
and just have you like
no,
bash me or
no,
whatever. I want to have an
no,
actual
no.
conversation.
Oh my gosh. He's just saying, he's just like, he's like, he's basically like, Alex Central's like a child who's not getting his way with his parent, and his parent is trying to explain to him like how to do something, and the child's just like, no, no, no.
About
Okay,
this.
you can answer the question. Why are you on a podcast with a racist?
That's not, what kind of question even is that? That's like saying, why you want to, I don't even know.
Here, how about this? Have me play this
No,
video.
no, I.
Oh yeah, I wanted to see what the vicious fox mount was on Alliance. Vicious war fox. Does this look cool? Oh, this does look cool. Heck yeah. It's a favorite.
I'm not gonna play this. I'm gonna mute you. I'm gonna mute you.
Hold on, I'll go in more depth after this. Actually, I'm gonna pop in card here. Like a Fury Checking it.
And our magic shell. Yes.
He doesn't trigger it. Dude's dead. Kicked him. You big Fulman coming. Hey, executives, good to finally catch your stream. Ah, thanks, Gem. Yeah, I'm just killing some threes, really low CR, and watching some videos of Alex Central raged. Thanks for tuning in, man.
Okay, so you won't answer the question. I'm not going to let him speak. I asked him a question. He's playing a politician game. He won't speak. He won't answer the question. He's like going on a political talk show, and I ask a question, and he won't answer it. I asked him straight up, why are you on a podcast with a known racist? He won't answer the question.
Wow. I'd be embarrassed if I was Alex. I kinda wanna play Feral actually. Yeah, I think I'm gonna switch to Feral next game. Dude, Bobby, that video, if I was S-Fond, I would be furious. Someone just like calling me all these names, then I actually go and talk to him, and then he literally won't let me talk. Because he's just saying like no, and oh jeez. I'm calling that Alex Central will probably get banned from YouTube. He's 2 strikes right now on his channel. Dang, I want that mount. This isn't even a code. Okay, Caleb. Juke my freeze. Why did I flap there? Get this DK off me. IVF this. Loved your Shaman vids recently. When Classic is finally released, I'd like to main balance Druid, but it just feels so bad. Any advice? Yeah, man. My advice for you, and I recommend this for anyone who wants to play like the off specs. You have to have the mindset of being a healer. Once you be, like for instance, you're gonna go into Molten Core as a healer. You have to go into Molten Core, you have to go into BWL as a healer. Then once you get geared... once you get geared as a healer, meaning, okay, for instance, if you're gonna be a boomkin, you're gonna want to enter in Molten Core as a resto druid. Okay, so then once you're resto, then you're gonna start gearing your off spec. But you'll basically let your guildmaster know that, hey, I want to be a boomkin once, you know, maybe ZG patch comes out, but I'm gonna heal until that time. So you're gonna go into Molten Core as a healer. You're gonna heal Molten Core, most likely BWL, until ZG is released, and then you're going to, once ZG is released, then you're going to start rolling for boomkin for gear. And then once you get enough gear for boomkin, meaning you have enough hit for spells, you've got enough crit, you've got your pots like Supreme Flower, flasks of the Supreme Power, I'm having a stroke, and all your consumables and stuff, then maybe go into a raid, respec, and try boomkin out and see how your damage does with like full world buffs. And yeah, that's what I recommend. But I don't recommend going right off. I don't recommend going right into MC as a boomkin. You have to wait till ZG patch comes out. You have to wait for a few other things. Forgot about you, mister. Am I really dead? Come on, game. Ugh. Alright, I can't play Pharaoh. I clearly have no idea what I'm doing. That is embarrassing. Yeah, I'll go heal. But yeah, Gem, if yeah, if you heard what I said, that's what I recommend doing. Okay, will you be all-in Shaman, or are you just playing Shaman on Retro because easy gear? The second question that you ask. I'm just playing Shaman because easy gear. Now, I really like Shamans, especially Enhance. I love the one-shots, but you need gear. Shamans are so gear dependent, it's not even funny. Once you get more gear, you start getting more armor, you start hitting a lot harder, you have more mana. Just so many things happen when you get more gear that it's like really hard to play if you don't have any gear. This song is retarded. What's up, Jack Spinner? How's it going, man? retail classic comes out, you're just gonna focus on 100% on warrior. My main is warrior, but I don't know if I can handle no charge in combat or self heals. Started playing warrior in early WoD. Okay, you have a charge in combat, Gem, but it's just on a 30-second cooldown, unless you spec into a shorter charge. I am going to focus on 100% on warrior until I get, I don't know, rank 14. Everyone says that they're going to go for rank 14, including myself, but it doesn't actually happen. It's very hard to follow through on getting rank 14 on any character. It's just so much playtime. So I'm going to shoot for rank 12 because the legs are best in slot until next ram is. And then from there, I'm either going to take things casually, or depending on how long it took to get up to rank 12, then it's going to decide whether I'm going to go to rank 14 or not. And so then, excuse me, basically from there is how I would decide if I want to focus on an alt. If I'm going to make an alt, it's going to either be a hunter or a priest. I really like vanilla hunters. Vanilla hunters are super fun. They've got amazing CC. They're very fun to play. They've got cool looking armor. The Rockflower quest is super interesting. Yeah. You gonna play Rogue after you get rank 14? No, I don't like Rogue. Rogue is only fun in PvE, in my opinion. Rogue is way too... They're too overpowered. Like, freaking, 100 DK, do I want to play that? Rogues are just too overpowered, dude. They've got 2 vanishes, 2 sprints. They've got 2 blinds. Sprint makes them immune to immobilizing effects. Freaking blind resets the DR on everything since blind lasts 10 seconds, and then they just sap off of it. Yeah, gouge. They re-stealth off of gouge. What's a good affordable PC I could buy to run WoW on at least medium settings? What are you looking price range wise? There's tons of PCs that you can buy on like iBuyPower or something. There's tons of affordable gaming PCs, dude. You don't have to spend, dude, to get a good gaming PC. Well, these seem to be really expensive, but let me look for you. The iBuyPower ones are really good. That's what I would recommend. Like the stuff like these. You do not need to spend above, I would say, 800 bucks. 800 bucks should be your limit. Oh, around 500. This is fine. I mean, if you know a lot about computers, I'd say build your own. Buy the parts. You can even buy used parts. There are hundreds of used parts on eBay. Just look for like a used 980, like a GTX 980. That's 200 bucks. You know how much these are, brand new? They're over $1,000 brand new. So if you just buy one of these, get a motherboard, a good processor and stuff, you can build yourself really good computer under 500 bucks. I've never played a healer before. I don't like healing, to be honest. So for me, the balance stream is dead in vanilla. No. Do I still play retro WoW? I do not. No. Like I was saying, Gem, is so you say you don't want to heal at all. Okay. It's still not dead. Every single spec, I think, besides like elemental, an elemental mage or an elemental shaman, is viable for raiding. So it's not dead, dude. It's going to be hard for you to get into raids, and it's going to be even harder for you to get gear before ZG. But once ZG patch comes out, you can get your staff from the boss who drops the offhand of the ZG weapons, the fist weapons. You can get all your hit gear that you need from ZG. You can even get your blood vine. You'll be very, very set once the ZG patch comes out. But before then, you're going to struggle a lot.
Serpent statue.
This guy's making me link XP. Hopefully I can get some threes in. If you had to main a spec that's not warrior, what would it be and why?
Tiger's must.
For PvP or PvE? I have two different answers for those other questions. If like strictly PvP or like strictly PvE? Yeah, no, I know what you meant. Drag spinner. Oh sweet, so like I could just pleb around doing casual stuff till ZG, rep profession gold, make etc, and then once ZG get. Yep, exactly, Gem. Gem, that is perfect. If I were to conclude what I said, that is what I would do. Get your professions up. You can even yourself make the bloodvine set through tailoring, and if you do that, you get the set bonus. Okay, so for PvP, if I would main another class besides warrior, it would probably be hunter. For PvE, it would probably be rogue, or it would be hunter. I don't know. Rogue PvE is really fun. If you go in combat, sword spec. Cobra Jaw says, what's up, Executives Gaming? Question, do you play Arms or Fury in PvP? Arms. Arms is the superior spec in PvP, but Fury is still awesome. Both are extremely viable in my opinion. For pre-mades, they're going to want Arms since you do have Mortal Strike, because that 50% healing reduction debuff if you hit a target with Mortal Strike. But if you're just looking for like solo PvP by yourself, Fury is really good. Two-handed Fury is good. One-handed Fury is good. Or two-handed Arms is really good. How much players are still playing on Retro Raw? Because I'm thinking about downloading it. Nightwolf, there's about, I don't know. It depends on the peaks, but it's anywhere from about 200 to about 500 people playing on that server. I like rogues in PvP, they're just so fun to play. Yeah, man, they're good. It's hard to master, though. Vanguard X said... Oh, in Legion, Cobra Jaws. I apologize. I play Arms in Legion. Arms is really fun in Legion, dude. Especially with C Smash. since Colossus Smash increases the damage of your next Mortal Strike or Execute by like 75%. That's what I really like. So you always see Smash or you Artifact Weapon right before you Battle Cry, and it looks really cool. Or it does a lot of damage, I mean. How do I gain my Fury Warrior on Retro WoW? Start doing raids, man. Vanguard, you start with Onyxia, then you move on to Molten Core. Then once you get a little bit more gear from Onyxia, mainly the weapons like Deathbringer or Viscag, then you want to start going into BWL and get some gear from there. Also do a little bit of PvP. Some of the rank 10 PvP gear is really good. Play Tiger's Lost.
Serpent statue. Paralysis. AP. Countered.
Got you, Frost Nova. This guy hasn't tried to poly once.
Paralysis.
It's quarter DRA cap. These guys are really bad. Holy cow. Oh, I'm CS. I was looking at chat.
Poly. Counter.
Oh no. Should I cocoon out of this? Yeah, I will. He's gonna try and double coil me with that Havoc up.
Fear.
Fear.
Paralysis. Left. Countered.
Bolts are going in.
Countered. Fear.
I'm gonna have to trigger this.
Fear.
Smart. Stop that bolt, thank you. Why are they splitting right now? I think, are they just trying to run healer? No. It's not how you play TSG.
Fear. Poly. Countered. AP.
How do I game it? Love your content, by the way. Thank you, Cobra. Appreciate it, man.
Paralysis.
Do you recommend me playing Vanilla WoW? Yeah. It's fun, dude. It's always good to try out. It's, in my opinion, like a completely different game. I faked that. It's like a completely different game. Why do I always sound tired? Well, I woke up like, I don't know, half an hour ago.
Evocation. Counter.
Why did you decide to play a warrior on Retro WoW?
Fear.
Well, I played every class on Retro WoW. Like if you saw my character's vid, I had Hunter, I had Shaman, I had just about everything on Retro WoW. But I played warrior just because warrior is always going to be overpowered, regardless of where you play. Oh, Monk's He's gonna try and go for a trick, but he doesn't realize my chance is back here. I have trinket back up with 15.
Mortal coil.
Have you played much of other expansion private servers, TBC, Waddle K, etc.? I have not. I don't really play. I had never really played Wrath of the Lich King. I never really played TBC that much. It was either vanilla and then mop through. Oh, what's up, Dex?
Counter.
After getting some BWL gear, then start going into AQ40. That's like where the real gear starts dropping for Fury. You get your shoulders, your tier 2.5 shoulders, your legs. Holy cow, this game is going nowhere.
Never heard.
Ah, I leg swept his trinket. Alright, I'm done playing with these idiots. I'm actually gonna go play warrior. Pushing 2.4k RMP this season. Good luck with arenas though. It's my MMR. On this character it's low. Not an upgrade. 1600. I mean, I've been 2500 every season of Legion though. Every season except season 4. These guys are idiots. What X pack did I start in? Mop. Mop is still my favorite expansion. I like Mop more than I like Vanilla. And people will hate me for that, but just some of my best memories are in Mop. Alright boys, let's see if we can find some games. I love that Primal Glad tabard. Went around killing sheeps instead of questing in Mop, man. Dude, Mop is, if I'm honest, I just want a legit caster that's good in PvP throughout WoW. I don't think long-term Blizzard will stop at Vanilla. No way they won't cash in on what okay everyone loves. Yeah, I agree with you, Gem. I think they're gonna, after a good period of time goes by, I think that they're gonna give TBC and Wrath of the Lich King like classic retail servers. I think it's gonna be a lot later down the line though. Alright, what's up, Dex? See 29 twink. Ooh, 10k views. It's not bad. $60 twink PvP montage. Oh, we've got John Gabbard, Dark Edge of Insanity. Yeah, for Warrior Cobra? Yeah. I run sweeping strikes pretty much every game, just cause every game it's either one melee DP. If it's double caster, I'm gonna run Dauntless most likely or Overpower. If it's Rogue Mage, I'm gonna run Overpower. Then I'm gonna run Stormbolt pretty much 90% of the games, unless it's double DPS like DH, double melee DPS like DHDK or Warrior DK. I'm gonna run Shockwave. Rend every game, D-Stance every game. Titanic Might almost every game. Sometimes run Mortal Combo Sweeping Strikes or Fervor of Battle if I need to cleave a lot. And then these don't change either. I don't really like Deadly Calm that much. Sea Smash grants you 10% haste. That's really good. Opportunity Strikes is just too overpowered. And for Honor Talents, this is what I generally run. I like to run Death Row, execute at 25% health. Master and Commander if there's nothing to Spell Reflect. And Warbrander if it's Rogue Mage. Yeah, for sure. And IIRC throughout WoW. I don't know what that means. TVC through WAD. The only 2 caster DPS that is viable. It's balanced druids, that's frost mage. I just want to 2s with my rogue friend, and I dislike mage. Which leaves me with balanced druid, but I'm just worried I won't enjoy classic to its full potential. I don't know, man. It's you're at a tough position. What I would say is most likely do some sort of priest variation, even though you don't like to heal. Doing a Shadow Priest Power Word Shield on your partner, a Power Word Shield on your partner is it's not really considered healing, but it is very helpful. What's the enchant called? It's the glorious, or I'm sorry, demonic tyranny. It's the 2400 enchant in Legion. What's my rating on this character?
Divine Venture.
Pretty bad. That's why Dauntless is really good against single target, because Ren costs so much rage that sometimes you struggle with uptime. Let's see how hard I can hit a sharp with it. 5.5 million, wow. Get out of here. I love off healing. I play Balance Druid and Lean, so I throw Dispels and Healing, etc. But I don't want to go full healer spec. An S-Piece is good, but it doesn't really work. Cata Plus as double TPS and 2s. Ah, you're right. There are plenty of classes. Okay, dude, I don't know what this music is. I apologize. There are plenty of classes. I'm trying to think. You said the answer to your question is mage, but I know you don't. You said you don't like mage. So what else is there? You said you like caster a lot. There's always Warlock, I guess. If you run Destrolock, you've got a lot of self-healing as that. And you provide Demonic Gateway and Health Stones. But you don't really have much else. And if you're like really good, you have Pet Dispel. Actually, I haven't played a Hunter in a while. Oh yeah, I was seeing if I could get a... Dude, I want the Void Elf so bad. I just don't want to go through the grind. Oh, that's what I should do. I should go for new Transmog on this character. Alright, let's see what looks good. That's what I'm saying. Mage literally fits what I want perfectly. I just dislike it a lot. Destro is great till Kata. All of Kata is Garbo. After Kata it turns into a get Chaos Bolt off or don't do any damage. Yeah, pretty much. Alright boys, what transmog should I go for with my hunter? I think this season 1 it's a little outdated. I do have 9 out of 9 tier 3 though. I don't know, it doesn't really match. I have to keep this gun because it's the only gun that shows an enchant. Ooh, that looks kind of cool. Nah, Merciless looks kind of gay. I don't like that helm. I don't like the helm. Vengeful's gross. I mean, this would look cool if I had a cool tabard to match with it. The other class that is sick at solo PvP and 2x DPS 2s is Balance Druid, which is fine because I like the playstyle, but it seems so trash and vanilla. Yeah, I mean, it depends, dude. If you've seen, there's a gentleman by the name of Stormling X. That guy plays, it's like a balance feral hybrid, and he plays that really well. It's, again, you're not really ever gonna top meters in PvE, but if you're gonna look for like just some sort of PvP, Balance Druid is really fun. That's only if you're good though. You have to cast those entangling roots. You have to switch forms like every 5 seconds. You have to basically use every cooldown that you possibly want for a 1v1 fight. But if played correctly, dude, they are really, really fun. See, that would look cool with like a really good tabard. D-Glad. Wait, let me check. There's Savage Glad and Hateful Glad. Yeah, he's sick in Cucker CF5. What? That's amazing too, which gives me hope. Yeah, dude, he Stormling is probably like the best example of druids being viable, in my opinion. I just feel like with classic release and other X packs potentially, we have the gift of foresight. We know what's coming next every WoW expansion at the moment, and I end up changing class because I dislike changes. Both classic, I just want to play 2 classes and never reroll. Just focus on those 2 classes, melee and caster. Melee is warrior. I've mained it since Wild Arcane and caster. Yeah, man. Don't forget, Warlocks and frickin' Vanilla are sick too. If they didn't have gear issues, I would play a Warlock over a Hunter. You've got Self-Dispel with Pet, like I've shown in some of my video. And yeah, other stuff too. Have I ever considered starting a Discord? No, I haven't. T-Ravi says, yo, what's up? Love your videos. Thanks, man. Love you too. Shoulders are sick. Bloodthirsty Gladiator. Huh. I've never seen that title before. The Ruthless set is sick. I just don't like the helm. Yeah, this one's cool too. Yeah, Warlocks are great, but like I said before, Kata, they suck. Mop, they're kind of... Yeah, but Gem, I don't think that, in my opinion, that Blizzard's gonna go past... I don't think they're gonna go past Wrath. So you can't think that far down the line. If anything, I'd be thinking from TBC. We don't even know that they're gonna do a TBC after they do vanilla. They most likely are, but yeah, you can't think that far down the line. I doubt they're gonna come out with a Kata and a Mop like classic retail server. No one's really gonna play on those. I personally would, but the majority of the player base plays Wrath of the Lich King. So yeah, what's better, Wrath or vanilla? It's a hard question, man. Depends. I'd say early Wrath is better than vanilla, but late Wrath, people started disliking it. I personally like vanilla more than I like Wrath, but that's just because I have more experience. Hey, dude, what's up? Love your videos. Got a lot of info. Keep them going. Thank you. Appreciate it, Alex. Thanks, man. Regardless, Wrath lock was awesome. What am I talking about? Oh, Gem asked a question. Basically, he's trying to decide what caster class he wants to play for Classic. So I'm trying to help him out. He wants to play Boomkin. I said that's perfectly fine, but I'm also recommending other classes as well, because he says he doesn't want to reroll. That's what my friend just keeps saying. But I hate being a Warlock main in WoD OK and then Blizz announces Kata. I'd be so bummed. Yeah, but okay, so if you think about it from back in the day, Gem, each expansion is 2 to 3 years. So if you're gonna play the full expansion, full vanilla, basically Molten Core through Nax Rammus, and then you're gonna go TBC through basically the start of TBC till the end of TBC. That's like 6 years right there. So you can't think of WoD OK and then Kata, because that's like 9 years down the line, or maybe not that long, but you know, it's like 7 to 10 years down the line. Yeah. What class am I gonna play in Classic? Warrior. What do I think about vanilla being in, or arena being in vanilla? I think everyone would just run a 3-minute mage spec and like one-shot you with a Palm Pyro. Since Villa had no arena, how did people determine other skills level? Was it dueling or BGs? It was dueling. T-Baby, it was all 1v1s. That's how people decided. Yeah. Now the pre-made BGs, those were decided by who has the better pre-made, not necessarily who has the better players. Because pre-made comes down to coordination. Who's listening to, you know, your battleground leader, who's getting the flag caps, the CC. It doesn't really necessarily come down to individual skill, even though that helps a lot. But in pre-mades, it's who has the better pre-made. The better players decided in the 1v1 or the 1vx. I don't know what that is, Gem. Alright, what am I doing? I'm just flying around Stormwind. Oh, this is the set I want to go for. That's awesome. I love dueling and nobody cares about them. I know this expansion dueling sucks, but the previous ones, people just say arena over everything else for skill. Yeah, I mean, I personally think 3v3 arena is the best showcase of skill because there's so much to keep track of. But at the same time, 1v1s are very skillful too. Especially if it's not like how it is now. It's literally, it single-handedly comes down to who has more item level. But like in WoD, where you'd Bladestorm a disarm, you would, I don't know, fear when they don't have Zerk Rage, like stuff like that. When you notice people's cooldowns and when you can micromanage your opponent, I think dueling is also very skillful as well. Trying to find a good tabard that would match this set. Well, that looks kind of cool. Tabard of the Earthen Ring. I don't know if I like this set anymore, actually. The URL I linked, it's also really good balance, Jude. I can't see the URL you linked, Gem. Just tell me what to search up. What did you say? Cucker at. What is this? Edited by Goth. Ooh. The URL I linked, it's also really good balance, Jude. I can't see the URL you linked, Gem. Just tell me what to search up. What did you say? Cucker at. What is this? Edited by Goth. Ooh. Yeah, this guy's sick. I hate when people do this though, even though I do the same thing. It's like it's pretty obvious to see what you did. Don't have to put this giant white text on the screen. Yeah, man, Druids are sick. Especially if you've got the gear for it. Skull of Impending Doom, the Furbolg Medicine Pouch, the Mana Pots, all the engineering, reflectors. Even Rocket Helm. Oh, he Feral Charge bashes. Yeah, this guy's getting owned. Yeah, man. Cool video. So which WoW best, vanilla or retail, in my opinion? Depends on what retail expansion. Vanilla is better than Legion, in my opinion. But I don't think vanilla is better than MoP. I think MoP is the best expansion they ever made. If you can set aside everything that you hate about MoP, like the pandas and the whole Asian theme, and you just look at the classes, each class in Mists of Pandaria was, in my opinion, the best they were ever. Warriors had banners, intervene. They had every class in Mists of Pandaria had the most abilities they've ever had. I think druids had something like 60 something ability, or like 40 something abilities. And that's what I really liked about MoP, is that each class is so complex and so in depth. They all had so many abilities. That's why it was really cool. That's why I liked MoP so much. I wish rogues had Shadow Step in vanilla. I have a video where it's vanilla and I have Shadow Step. Ew, look at that Zephyr. That's a mythic set. That looks disgusting. Yeah, the Warforged system was good. There was a lot wrong with MoP, but I see past it. I think there's more good than there was bad in MoP. Like for like WoD, I think there was more bad than good for WoD. That's why a lot of people didn't like it. Level 60, and I have a video of that, and it's pretty cool. It's not like called Shadow Step in vanilla, but I think it's just like Rogue PvP, something general like that. But yeah, I was looking for a new set for my hunter. I don't know. I kind of want to go with something. I want to go with something different. Like anyone can rock these sets. Doesn't look that interesting to me. Don't be sad, man. It's alright. My PvP was amazing on par with WoD OK, but as an MMORPG, vanilla to WoD OK is better. MoP had Cross Realms, Dungeon Finder, LFR, etc. So as an MMORPG, it wasn't too great, but the PvP was amazing. Yeah, I agree with you, 100%. The color scheme for these sets are so weird. I'm thinking I can match some of these pieces together from like some of these PvP sets, but it seems really hard to actually pull off. I like this one. This set looks sick, actually. I have a cool tabard that would match that. Yeah, Vanilla Wrath is honestly the best MMORPG, I think. Everything Cat and Beyond just went downhill mainly because they took out the channel trees. 87 spells for MoP were really cool, yeah. Yeah, just like what they did with WoD and Legion, they started making everything more and more similar. So when they took out the talent trees, it reduced customization of your character. When they took out, when they took out enchants in PvP, less customization for your character. When they took out set bonuses in PvP, less customization for your character. And what I mean by that is, a warrior could stack all mastery, or all PvP resilience, or all PvP power. So he could either be a glass cannon, or super tanky and doesn't really do that much damage. You know, it all really depended on who was playing. So that's kind of the thing I didn't like. Can I add you, my man? What, you want to play some twos? Or something? I'm just flying around because I'm pretty bored. Wrath was incredible. I miss warrior stances. Zerker intercept felt so good. Yeah. I do agree that stance dancing in Wrath was sick. Because it is pretty clunky in vanilla. Alright boys, help me pick out a new Transmog set. I don't think I'd go with the green one. I think I'd do this. Maybe throw a Cruel Gladiator's Tabard on here. I don't know, it looks kind of weird with the weapon. What set is that? Vicious? Vicious is or Bloodthirsty is, yeah, that's Dalaran.
It's not ready yet.
It's Stormwind for that set? No, it's Dalaran. Are you sure? Bloodthirsty Gladiator Vendor. No way. Oh, you're right. You're so right. Oops. Stance dancing was fun and unique. It's one of the things I miss most about Classic Warrior. That and the combat, yeah. I agree with you. From going from Berserker stance to Whirlwind, back to Battle stance to Overpower, back to Berserker stance to Enrage. How do you feel about seasons in Classic? Like your level of gear gets wiped, you have to level again? Like in Diablo to keep it fresh? I don't know. That'd be kind of weird. I don't think I agree with that actually. It sounds good on paper, but if you think about it, if you had an ult and you just got him geared up and then the season just ended and your gear was wiped, you know how much that would suck? Yeah, no, I wouldn't. It'd be cool for like PvP or something.
Light be with you.
But yeah.
How are you, travelers? What can I do for you?
Okay, where's this vendor?
I supply only the finest goods. For the Alliance.
Let me reopen what I closed. What's his name? Edlan.
Good day to you.
Looking for something
Need
specific?
help?
Okay, maybe he's underneath. Maybe he's up top.
You need something?
What? Am I retarded?
I supply only the finest goods.
Slash tar ed land. Edlan, where is he? Oh, the vanilla vendors. Oh, okay. Okay, there's vicious,
Looking for
ruthless,
something specific?
cataclysmic.
Greetings. Off and away.
All prices here are reasonable.
Is this what I want? I'm close.
Safe journey.
What can I do for you?
Welcome. Browse at your leisure.
Here there.
Cataclysmic set looks sick. Edlin, here we go. I'm right in front of him. There we go.
Have a good one. Hello. See you later.
Warm wishes to you.
Can I help you? See you around.
Alright, I need a new mount then as well. If I'm gonna run with this set. It's a good flying mount. Overused. Ooh, I like this one. Do I play League? Yeah, I used to. I kind of stopped playing when they changed LeBlanc. LeBlanc was my favorite champion. And they completely reworked her and I stopped playing. And also they changed Katarina and like a bunch of other stuff too. I wasn't really happy about that. Oh, that's my tier 3 set. Actually, tier 2.5 doesn't even look that bad. I'll go bloodthirsty. Oh, I don't have a tabard on. Hold on, I gotta go buy a tabard.
You need something? Light bless you.
Achievement.
I can't use that item yet.
I don't think I've ever used a tabard on this character. Still hit the ground anyways. That's funny. Does Dominant Glad or does Cruel Glad look better? Lightbringer? Tell me what you guys think. Tabard of the Lightbringer, Gilneas, Cruel Gladiator's Tabard. Dominant's purple, so I know that doesn't really look that good. Tabard of the Achiever. What do you guys think? You think Lightbringer? Right? Yeah, Lightbringer, or you think Cruel Gladiator for tabard? I'm not really sure. Cruel? Alright. I'll save this as a new set. Bloodthirsty Gladiator. Gladiator. Ooh, looking fresh, boys. Doesn't look half bad. Wow, that red is kind of cool. Interesting. I like this place over here in Stormwind. Look at this dude's gear. He's got Cenarian shoulders, and then the rest is Repali gear. It's funny. Alright, let me get a slash flex. Whew. Alright, let's go queue up for some. I'll queue up for some random. Time to update the Legion Transmog video. Yeah. People didn't. Dude, I'm surprised. I'm a little bit mind blown at how many, or how. I'm mind blown at how many people didn't click on that video that I made, the recent one. Every like Transmog video I've made has gotten like 50k plus views, and that one is still at less than 2,000.
Sprint.
Oops, I'm not going here. He's meant to be a nod to a Dark Souls characters, I believe. To a Dark Souls character.
Out with it.
This is probably eventually what I'm gonna go for. I don't know if I'll even get 2k this season on Hunter. Ooh, how does this tab? Oh, that tabard looks sick for this. Do you know they reused tabards? Do you know demonic and ferocious are the exact same tabards? Season 7 and season 4. That set. This set is kind of cool. None of these sets are really good for Hunter this expansion. This one's cool. I like the helm a lot. I could do without the cloak, maybe without the boots.
Off you go.
I don't know. Anyway, I apologize, boys. Wait, do I have enchanting? I do have enchanting. Yeah, Blizz really doesn't care when it comes to PvP. That's why I'm not holding out for BFA. I'll play till Classic, but I have no faith. I'm with you too, man. I don't think anything's gonna happen. Anything. So far, what I've seen from the alpha, it literally looks like the same game, just dumbed down again. Like, I like the transition from WoD to Legion, where they added a lot more spells, they added the honor talents into. I like that. But the transition from Legion to BFA, there doesn't seem to be a difference. And it's kind of scary. Oh, sick, I got a monk. Looks like a noob. Look at this Transmog. Oh my gosh. Oh boy, starting to backpedal already. Soundwave. That's my pet skis. wanna try and go boomkin. Oh, I forgot what's my pet attack button. It's supposed to be control 1.
It's too far away and out of range. I need to get closer.
Back here, my
Too far
mans.
away and out of range.
Really, you're gonna pop incarn?
Say it again.
He tried to beam me on that. Later, my guy.
Touch of karma. It's too far away. Anti-magic shell. Shell down. Eye down.
It's idea. Easy match, boys. They prune so much, it's unreal. Skill ceiling is so low compared to the good old days. Yep. I don't know how they can prune anymore, but apparently they have, and they've added irrelevant buffs again. I liked the battle shout on Old Warrior. You had to keep it up, but in PvP it's 1 hour duration, and costs no rage. Yep. It's pointless. It's literally completely pointless. T-Baby, I saw that comment. Thank you, my man.
Big heal. Avenging Wrath.
I'm tired, man. I'm stinking tired. Viper Sting is removed if the target casts a non-instant cast healing spell. What was that classified as? A non-instant... Oh. Yeah, they worded that really weird, but... Do you watch anime? I do not. I apologize. Sorry, man. Not a big fan. Not a big fan of anime. I like pretty much everything else though. Like I don't know, Family Guy, all TV shows, Parks and Rec, some of the other ones too.
Spring.
I kind of wanted to try survival out too.
Displace your beast.
I hate Scattershot. It is good though. A 3-second cast, wow. What are my plans for BFA? I'm most likely gonna level my Mistweaver first, see how Mistweaver is. Well, I'll level as Windwalker, and then I'll PvP at 120 as a Mistweaver, because that's the class I have my highest experience, arena experience on. And then from there, I'll see what classes are OP, especially the first season of every new expansion is always the best season of the expansion. So I'll be interested to see what classes are gonna excel the hardest. My predictions are Windwalker Monk, probably DK Arcane Mage, probably DH as well. And then from there I'll level my alts. I'll probably do a DH first because I kind of want to play a DH next expansion, and then maybe a warrior or something like that. But yeah, I'm most likely I'm going to play Mistweaver next expansion and then level alts from there and see what I like. So pissed. Paralysis is a 1-minute CD. Yeah, that is not very cool. I don't like that at all. It should be either 30 or 45 seconds if they're gonna change it from 15. Shouldn't be a minute though, that seems a bit excessive. I'm struggling to decide what I want to do on WoW. Recently coming back to Legion after a year, can't decide what to level. Well, it all depends on what you want to play. You want to play a melee, you want to play a caster, you want to play a healer. All depends on what you want to play. How did I buy stuff from the black market auction house on a 60 twink? Easy. You just get your friend to summon you to this Dalaran, the Legion Dalaran, and then you simply walk over here, transfer all your gold to your level 60, has to be on the same realm and same faction, or just buy gold in the account shop. WoW tokens almost 200,000 gold. Then you come down here, all the way down here in the underbelly.
Mighty Bash. Renewal. Incarnation Kitty.
And sit here on your level 60 twink
You have
and
come
camp
to
out
the right place.
and purchase whatever you need to purchase. So there's no tier 3 on the auction house right now, but definitely some cool stuff. Yeah, so you just get summoned. I've had it happen on every single character. Back in the day, though, if you remember way back in the day, wait, hold on, let me rephrase that. If you remember last expansion, for WoD, you had to get summoned to Draenor. I don't even know where Draenor is on the map. Here we go. And then it was in the Grand. Up here is where it was. So you had to get summoned around here, and then there are nothing but level 100 mobs, so they're all skulls for you. So you had to die, run back, die, run back, die, run back, until you got to the Black Market Auction House all the way up here. And then there was no Hearthstone or anything, so if you wanted to go PvP in Stormwind, you'd have to get re-summoned back. With this expansion, you're able to set your Hearthstone in Dalaran, so then you're able to go to other cities. Willing to play anything except a caster DPS. I loved healing and mained an R Druid for 8 years. WoD okay through WoD, not sure if I want to play a Druid anymore, change it up. Well, if you want to play a Druid, and if you play PvP, I would not recommend playing it. If you play PvE, Druids are really fun. But our Druids suck in PvP. They're probably one of the worst healers this expansion. Actually, I think they are the worst healers this expansion. By like a long shot. They're still viable. You know, Cyclones are really good. Like a really good Resto Druid is still viable, don't get me wrong. But they're just outclassed. They're really squishy, they run out of mana. Their heals don't really do that much. Even if you have every single hot in the game and you keep really good uptime, they still fall behind. But yeah, I mean, DH is always fun. Demon Hunter is always very fun to play. They start at level 98. You can get a really good feel for it early on. Then once you get your artifact weapon and start unlocking some traits, Demon Hunter can become really fun. But yeah. Trying to choose a class mainly to focus on PvP. Well, yeah, like I said, Resto Druid, it's not a good class, but it's still viable. Everything in this game, every single spec in Legion is viable. Mistweaver is very good, that's what I play. They do go out of mana very quickly though, so you need a good team, preferably a double melee DPS like DHDK, TSG, maybe even a Turbo Cleave is really good. But Mistweaver is hard to master. You have to manage your Chi Torpedoes, you have to manage your port, you have to manage your uptime on HOTS, a lot of stuff like that. What's my gear like? On this character, it's really bad. On this character, it's awful. I've even got I still got blues. On my Mistweaver, I'm 950. I'm 874 item level on this character. I'm 950 on my Mistweaver. But yeah, H-Pal's really good. R-Sham, Corbin, I'll continue my statement. Resto Sham is the best healer in the game, by a long shot right now. They've got Earth Shield, Spirit Link, Ascendance, Healing Tide. They have so many buttons that they can press, and they don't really go They do go after a long time, but Resto Shamans are by far the best healer in the game for PvP right now. It probably goes R-Sham, H-Pal. No, it probably goes R-Sham, Disc Priest, H-Pal. And then the other healers, Mistweaver, Holy Priest, Resto Druid. What healing classes do you think have the highest skill cap? Probably... I can't give you one answer. I would say Shaman would be the answer to that. But the real answer is Resto Shaman, Disc Priest, Mistweaver. H-Pals, they're not really that skilled, even though a really good H-Pal is like really good. I'd throw H-Pal in there too, with sacks, because you have double sack and like a bunch of other stuff. When to use your Divine Favor is like really important. Are you talking mainly Arena, by the way? Or do most of the things you said relate to RPGs too? I'm talking mainly Arena. For Rated Battlegrounds, it's completely different. Completely different. Rated Battlegrounds, the best healer in the game is Holy Priest. You've got the Ray of Hope, you've got the instant cast. What is it? Not Holy Word Serenity. The frickin' things that bounce from target to target. I can't think of the name of it for some reason. For RBGs, it'd go Holy Priest, Mistweaver, Druid. That's about it. Holy Pally, Resto Shaman, they're more single target or single. They don't really have that many AoE healing spells. And I know you can disagree with me, like with Healing Tide or with Light of the Dawn, but Mistweaver and Resto Druid and Holy Priest are the best for Rated Battlegrounds. Surprised our Druid is so bad. Seems like our Druid is always OP or always bad from time to time. Yep. It sucks, dude. It was probably the best healer in WoD, and it's the worst healer in Legion, probably. They are, I mean, at the start of the expansion they were really, really good. Our Druid was really good at the start of the expansion. Same with Mistweaver. Mistweaver was the best healer in the game at the start of the expansion. And then as time went on, Mistweaver started getting worse. Our Sham started getting really good because it was really bad at the start of the expansion. Holy cow, how long does it take to find a healer? So I guess I'm really trying to decide between Shaman and Monk. I'll focus on healing, but I will also slightly alt on Windwalker or Enhance for some casual PvP. Which would you suggest for PFA? I don't know. It's a good question. Depends on what you want to play. Shamans and Monks are two like very big different classes. You know, you've got Sheer. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Let me start that over again. Depends on what you want to play. Arsham healing, not that much mobility, a little bit more tankier, a lot more cooldowns to press though. You've got a personal wall for 40% reduced damage. I think it's called Astral Shift. You've got Healing Tide, Healing Streams. You've got Spirit Link. You've got Ascendance. You've got Earth Shield. You've got a lot more buttons than Monk does. But Monk, on the other hand, is the most mobile healer class in the game. You've got 2 Chi Torpedoes, you've got your port, and if you play it, you've got Tiger's Lust as well. It's a talent. So they also have Cocoon and Revival, and their Artifact are their big healing cooldowns. Other than that, they're mainly just a very mobile healer. So if you play the class correctly, a warrior will literally never be able to kill you, ever. If you port the charge, Tiger's Lust the charge, Chi Torpedo a charge, and then just get away after he Storm Bolts or Heroic Leaps to you, he won't be able to connect to you for the rest of the game. Shaman, on the other hand, very good for caster cleaves. Shaman is, well, at this moment, is very, very good for caster cleaves. They've got that Sky Fury Totem. They've got those Earth Shields, which makes those weak casters who are really squishy a lot more tankier, like Shadow Priest, like Warlock, stuff like that. I think they'll be good in BFA. I can't tell. I can't answer that question, dude. I have no idea what's good in BFA or not. Right now, it looks like monks suck in BFA, but it doesn't really mean anything. Very hard to tell what's good and what's bad in Battle for Azeroth. But yeah, man, it all depends on what you want to play. Enhance is super fun. Windwalker's super fun. They're two completely different classes. I'd take everything into consideration, from transmog to what type of gear they are, mail versus leather, to their mobility. Do you want a little bit more mobility, or do you want a little bit more damage with some ranged kicks? A little bit more self-healing, and then castable CC like Hex, Cap Totem, stuff like that. Or do you want to just have a lot of stuns? You've got Leg Sweep, you've got Fist of Fury stun, got Paralysis, bunch of mobility. It's all personal preference. It's all what you want, man. Okay. And lastly, just touch on Hunter PvP. I was considering making a High Mountain Hunter, lol. High Mountain Taurens are sick, dude. I like them. Hunters are really cool. They're a bit weird though. They're not at all what they used to be. I don't know if you'd like it. If you played a hunter in WoD, if you played a hunter in MoP, it's a completely different class than what it is now, than what it was back then. I personally wouldn't really recommend Hunter. They've done too many changes, and yeah, I don't know. The artifact weapon's cool. They've got a little bit more mobility now, but they've changed a lot of the spell. They've changed deterrence to aspect of the turtle. They've changed aspect of the cheetah. They removed aspect of the fox, which was the run casting. Yeah. My dog just entered my room, farted, sniffed, probably fell into this ghost. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Dude, dog farts, I swear, are so nasty sometimes. Alright, I'm over this. This guy's taking way too long. I mean, don't get me wrong, Hunter's still good in PvP. It's just, it's a lot different than what it used to be. If you've never played a Hunter before, then Hunter's fine. But if you played a Hunter in the past, excuse some voice crack. If you play Hunter in the past, it's a lot different now. It's not really for the better. Have you tried the new WoW leveling system? I have not. Wait, I have. You're talking about where each zone scales to your level. So for instance, all of these zones right now, if I was level 100, it would be level 100. You basically just choose what zone you want, and then the mobs will scale appropriately or accordingly. I have, but not for below level 100. So you could do level 100 to 110 all in Broken Isle. All in the Broken Isles. So I've never needed to do it outside of the Broken Isles. It is cool though. If you've never really played Legion, it's cool. But if you've played Legion before, like I've leveled freaking, I don't know, 9 alts, so I avoid zones. I personally avoid High Mountain or Valshara. I like Stormheim a lot. I like Azuna a lot because all the quests are pretty clumped together, so you can get a lot done in a very small location. But yeah. Alright, yay, Q-Pop. This guy's got malevolent gear on. Oh, tyrannical. Cool hammer. And a cool mount too. What is that? Yeah, I figured you meant the 1-2 level. Dude, I have a lot of characters. Have you not seen my characters video? So how's the community in US? Hope is good because in hold on one sec, I'll read your message after this. Is this guy really gonna chase this dude around?
Countered.
Oh my gosh, this guy's playing like such a homosexual. He's dead right here. Nice. So how's the community in the US? Hope it is good because in EU you enter, then you see a full enemy team of Russians in the instance, and all in chat you see is it. For what? Cobra retail or for vanilla? I mean, the community in United States for retail is, I don't know, I guess normal. People just want you to link achievements for PvP and stuff. That's about it. Everyone's pretty bad here though. Like 90% of the player base is pretty garbage. They're just carried by class. No, Corbin, you see how many characters I have at 110? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I've got 12 characters at level 110. And I'm probably going to boost this one, I don't know. You actually going to play WoW Classic more than Legion? If and when it actually comes out? It depends. I think that WoW Classic's going to come out after Battle for Azeroth, and it depends on how Battle for Azeroth is. If it's a good expansion, Battle for Azeroth, then I'm most likely going to play that. But if it's a terrible expansion, which is most likely what it's going to be, then I'm most likely going to play vanilla, if that makes any sense. Like, I don't really have a lot of faith in it because I've already seen the alpha for Battle for Azeroth, and it doesn't look that much different. Alright, boys, I'm gonna wrap up the stream pretty soon here. I wanna go eat some lunch. It's one of my favorite spells in the game right there. Dark Sim. You don't think it's gonna be good? I don't think so. I don't know. It's very hard to tell. I think the expansion, it's gonna be like how it is at every expansion. It's gonna be very good for the first few months, and then it's gonna die out. Same thing with WoD. Same thing with Legion. I think it's gonna be the same thing for Battle for Azeroth. I think there's gonna be an initial first hype, big popularity, big community, and then as time goes on, people is gonna realize that it's just reused content, and yeah, a lot of reused content, a lot of similarities they might notice from other expansions, or maybe it's too heavily focused on PvE, or maybe too heavily focused on PvP. Yeah, I couldn't make a video on concerns for BFA, but everyone on my channel is, the majority of people on my channel they like vanilla content, which is unfortunate, but it is true.
Quickly, quickly!
Dude, this set is sick.
Prove it.
Yeah, it is. A lot of people hate Legion, dude. It's just what it is. I mean, I was like that, kind of. I was like, during WoD, I was like, man, screw retail. You know, retail sucks. They're never gonna make it better. I'm just gonna play vanilla forever. And then I realized after what was it, Chronos 2 shut down the private server, I was like, oh wow, wait, maybe retail isn't retarded, because at any point in time these servers are just gonna shut down. You love all expansions except WoD and Kata? Yeah, I never played Kata. Never played Kata, not once. I played Mop, WoD, Legion, Wrath, Lich King, and Vanilla. Didn't really play TPC that much. Barely played Wrath of the Lich King. I just played on that. Am I looking for a new MMO? Kind of. I'm just looking for a new game to play. Like, I've been playing Fortnite. I was playing Warcraft 3 for a little bit. I was even playing freaking Warframe. I was playing Quake. I was playing a few other games, but yeah. Even Project Ascension contacted me and they said they want me to do a sponsored video for them. A review of their server, and I don't really have any interest in that. Arena Season 9 was your favorite? What title is that? What's Season's 9 title? Is that Vicious? Play Overwatch? Nah. I played the beta of Overwatch and I enjoyed it for the first day, and then got over it because it's the same thing over and over again. Have I played Destiny? Yeah, Destiny's my number 2 game. I hate D2 though. Destiny 2 is the biggest disappointment of my entire life. Destiny 1 was the freaking greatest game ever made. Not really, but Destiny 1 Vault of Glass, dude. Some of the best times I've had on a video game ever, besides WoW. But then they killed it with all the expansions and all the catch-up mechanics. The day I stopped playing Destiny 1 was the day that you were able to buy the best gear in the game from a vendor instead of actually do the content. Mine is vicious. Yeah, that's what I thought. I was 2200 plus on Ardruid, and I had the 2200 set. My gear got deleted though. All I have left from it is 2200 legs and beavers from a GM. Won't restore my set. Why did you GS me? 100%. Oh, I don't even have set focus macros? I have no idea what this character. Man, I am digging into this guy. Next heal, unless he displacers. He's got Iron Bark, one kicking. Priest actually isn't that bad. Maybe I'm gonna try for Hunter. Am I not spec'd into, do I not have a stun? GDB, gotta go, man. Good luck at the stream. Hope to see you there. Thanks, Cobra. Later, man. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, I'm probably gonna end the stream pretty soon. Dang. That sucks, Corbin. I've heard of other people that had that issue. They've deleted their elite gear and the GMs won't restore it. Do I really not have a stun, by the way? I don't even know what I'm doing here. Alright, boys. Most likely gonna turn off. I am gonna turn off the stream now. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comment section. That Alex rant video was pretty funny. Alright boys, I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.